Hi everyone, today we will begin a brand new series on the channel where I will give a brief overview of the geography, history, archaeology and biblical connection of some significant cities in the Holy Land that are mentioned in the Bible. I plan on doing this in an alphabetical order, though some cities, like say Jerusalem, definitely deserve their own separate series at some point later on, and with a focus on each city's biblical related history and archaeology. As a result, I won't go into the history and archaeology of a city after the New Testament period. Also, some cities simply do not have enough information or photos available because they are either still unlocated, unexcavated, either the archaeological reports are unpublished, or simply because they are hardly mentioned at all in either the Bible or extra-biblical sources. So, as a result of a simple lack of information or resources, I cannot make a video about all biblical cities in the Holy Land. So with those thoughts in mind, I hope that this series will be a benefit to you all, and that you enjoy it as we begin the series by looking at the city of Aphek, also known as Antipatris. Aphek or Antipatris is located in western central Israel, just to the west of the hill countries of Manasseh and Ephraim, in the southern end of the plain of Sharon. It is also located by the headwaters of the Yerkon River. Its location by a reliable source of fresh water and its presence on the major trade route known commonly as the Way of the Sea made it an important settlement, fortress and stopping off point from very early on in the Bronze Age. The city is first mentioned in the Bible in Joshua chapter 12 verse 18 as one of the cities that was conquered by Israel in the days of Joshua. However, during the times of the Judges, the city came under the control of the Philistines and acted as a border fortress between them and the Jews. The town is mentioned twice more in the Old Testament as a mustering point and army camp for the armies of the Philistines as they warred with the Jews. The first mention is found in 1 Samuel chapter 4 verse 1, where the Philistines won 2 battles close to Afec against the Jews. And during the second battle were even able to capture the famed Ark of the Covenant. The second mention of the Philistines gathering for war at Afec against the Jews is found in 2 Samuel chapter 29 verse 1. This campaign also resulted in a major defeat for Israel and brought about the deaths of Israel's first king, Saul, and most of his sons at Mount Gilboa. The presence of both the major highway and a reliable fresh water source made this a natural point for the Philistines to gather for war before they pushed either eastwards or northwards into lands that were controlled by Israel. The Old Testament makes no further mention of this city, though Assyrian and Babylonian sources do make mention of the stronghold of Aphek. By the later Hellenistic or Greek period, the city had been renamed Pege. It was then once again renamed later on during the reign of Herod the Great to Antipatris after the name of his father. This name change is mentioned by Josephus in the Jewish Wars in Book 1, passage 417. The New Testament in Acts chapter 23 verse 31 mentions that the Apostle Paul stayed the night at this city while he was being escorted to Caesarea Maritima by Roman soldiers after his being arrested by the Romans at the temple in Jerusalem. The site of Afek today is dominated by the remains of a much later Turkish fort. It is also close to a nearby Crusader castle to the southeast, which is called Mirabel or Migdal Afek. These strongholds once again show the military importance of controlling the location, even long after the biblical period. At Afek, remains of what appears to be an ancient palace structure have been found at the site, which have been dated somewhere between 1550 to 1200 BC. This building appears to have been destroyed in war based upon the evidence of fire having burnt down the structure, based upon the presence of ash and burn marks being found in the structure during excavations. and by the presence of arrowheads being found embedded in the walls of the building after having impacted them. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more new videos every Friday.